Hey, so if you're watching this, you're a patron, or this video got released later in the future, I thought I'd do some developer commentary over one of my videos. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so I apologize if I stutter, maybe don't speak so well. Either way, this is unscripted, but I'm just going to watch an older video, talk about how I made it, some interesting bits, here and there, and just, see where we go from there. Regardless, this is the video where I did my collab with Lonely Goomba. To make a long story short, in 2019 we met each other over a misunderstanding, funnily enough. And from there on, we just kind of talked here and there. I wouldn't call us, like, extremely close friends or something, but, we became pretty good mutuals. And one thing led to another, and, one of my favorite YouTubers, I got to ask him, hey, can I do a collab with you? And, he was like, sure, so he lent his voiceover. Obviously, it's going to be very apparent that I used to make these videos on my phone, so I was extremely limited with what I did, making all this in KineMaster. But regardless, this was actually one of my... well, funny looking at it now, biggest videos to date, because, one, it was for an important YouTuber, and two, I was trying to make it look somewhat good. So, let's start with the beginning.
The Department of Homeland Security has issued a bra moment warning.
Okay, so, you know what? At least I was honest. I put down, first and foremost, that I made this video on a phone, which is nice. What you see is what you...
After searching through YouTube, I managed to find a creator that actually makes quality videos and's been around for a nice little while. So for our first episode of Exposing the Creator, we have a very special guest.
Why do I sound like that? I'm like... Expose... Okay, and why did I call it Exposing the Creator? I don't know why I did this. I think it was because I was trying to, I think I was trying to have, like, a talk show of sorts. And I didn't know what I was doing with this.
Some love him, some hate him. Some say he could get a cease and desist from Nintendo at any moment. My fellow gamers, I bring to you Lonely Goomba!
Oh my goodness, okay, so that intro, actually, just the whole scene here, the whole Eric Andre show looking thing we got going on. If it's not apparent already, one, I like that show, and I kind of wanted the background, but when you're editing on a phone, everything looks really small, so it's hard to tell the quality. Obviously, on this big screen, you can see, like, all how blurry and artifacty this is, and you can see, like, here, this spacing between where my torso ends and the table,
Oh, and, due to budget, he won't be moving much in this episode.
Due to budget, he won't be moving much in this episode. So that was because, once again, like I said, Lonely Goomba lent his voice, and he actually lent me all the PNGs he used to use for a previous video. I was like, hey, what was that Paper Mario video you did? That doesn't require a lot of animating. It's just a static PNG, kind of like with what I use. And he gave me that, and that's what I used for this video.
Thanks for inviting me to the show, T. What did you want?
Okay, so, looking at the Goomba right here, obviously this was part of a Paper Mario video he did a while ago. Why he's moving around like this?
Thanks for inviting me.
KineMaster has, like, these pre-made settings where you can make images move and stuff, and I found this jittering thing to kind of convey he was speaking without it just being a static PNG on the screen. I tried to give it some life.
Me to the show, T. What did you want?
Well, Goomba, as the title points out, we're here to expose you for the type of content you make on YouTube.
Again, why did I say expose you for the type of content you make? I should have said something along the lines of, we're here to interview you, something like that. But this is so cringe.
Now, the few videos you do have very high quality to them.
Bruh. Okay, so I remember looking up a PNG of someone using their phone on the toilet. And all I did was, like, crop out this part. And you can still see the green screen effect, bruh. But yeah, I cropped it out, and then I took a video capture of my phone, and I put it on this. And that's how I got, that's how I did this effect.
So one thing I want to ask you is, why did you start your channel?
Well, not sure if you heard, but I'm stuck between two pipes.
Once again, the background was provided by him.
There ain't really much to do here, you know. You can look at a cloud, or a pipe, or another pipe, so it's either that, or make a YouTube channel, you know? So I thought I'd give it a shot and see where it goes. And it did alright.
So, once again, when I was asking Goomba these questions, I should have said, hey, this is more of a... It was weird, because I was trying to do a blend of, oh, this is going to be like a talk show. But when I sent him the questions, I think he took the question seriously, and in my mind, I was kind of taking it in a jokingly manner. And there was a tad bit of miscommunication, and that's why some of the questions I asked and some of the answers he makes, there seems to be a slightly weird disconnect.
Just don't ask me how I got the camera, or the equipment, or where the games come from. Don't worry about it. It's not important.
You know, for someone that looks like a poop emoji, you do a pretty good job making these videos.
I thought I was so clever making that stupid joke. A poop emoji. Oh my god, I want to kill myself.
If we take a look at your channel, you gather around 50,000 views per video, and it seems you have over 130,000 subscribers on your channel.
Also, another problem with me editing on my phone, I had to do a lot of things in one take. There wasn't a lot of, oh, I can go back, crop out this audio and fix it. It was a lot of, once I recorded something, it was done, and I needed to do it right, or else I would have to start all over again.
Which is really remarkable. So with that in mind, it leads to our next question. How much of an influence do you think you are to the community, and what inspires you as a creator?
Mate, have you seen my channel lately? It's dead.
Bruh, so, another thing, I thought this was funny. I mean, I looked up dead channels to kind of add to it. I mean, these aren't really dead channels, just more of like influencers that don't really have a public image anymore. This whole rep spent all his time complaining on Twitter, because at the time I was talking to him, he made a lot of jokes about stuff on Twitter, and that's kind of what he did when he wasn't making videos. So I thought I was so smart and clever adding this in.
The only people I'm influencing are a few unfortunate souls who stumble upon it by mistake.
Krabby Patties, huh?
Finest under the sea!
Yeah, sure. But where's the pizzazz?
Huh?
Look at this place. I mean, what is the theme here? Underwater? It's boring!
Bruh, so, I think, what was the point of this gag bit here? He said a lot of people didn't view his channel and stuff, because like, some videos had a lot lower views than, I think his SpongeBob one did really well. But there was like a period of time when some of his videos just had a lot lower views than normal. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna be so clever and funny throwing in this bit. But you know, there's that.
Food! Water! Atmosphere!
Oh, and to top things off, the editor I was using, KindMaster again, you could only use a maximum of 2 or 3 layers when doing things, so it was really hard to put down multiple images. Or if I did have to add more images, I would have to render the video, throw it back in the editor, and throw more layers on top of it.
Having said that, my Twitter is doing pretty well, so I guess there's that.
Okay.
As for inspiration,
That was funny.
I have one word. Money.
Then again, using the stock footage like every YouTuber does, the sound effects, the green screen money.
Well, being one of those few unfortunate souls that do like your channel, I'm just glad you're not sponsored by...
Oh my goodness. I don't know why. I mean, people still hate Raid, but I could have really
I'm glad
skipped
to
that
see
part.
that you have such pure motives for your audience. Now, for our final question of this episode, do you prefer miles or kilometers?
So this question I asked, this was supposed to be another one that we had like a conversation disconnect when I said, do you prefer miles or kilometers? Because Lonely Goomba, he's British, so I was expecting a witty comment about, oh yeah, I prefer kilometers, something like that. And then he throws this curveball.
What kind of question is that? It's gotta be Miles. He's a nice little fox who didn't do nothing to nobody.
And then he talks about Miles the Fox. I'm like, okay, buddy. Complete curveball, but I still thought it was funny.
And I know you like foxes.
Also, that part of the audio was not in the video script we talk about. He just threw that in at the end. Because all I did talk about on Twitter at the time was how much I like foxes.
Oh, what a guy. Well, Goomba, it was a pleasure having you here for our first and hopefully not last episode of Exposing the Creator.
And that was the end of the video, essentially. I'm not gonna cherry coat it anymore. So you're thinking, what's this big chunk? Like, what? So it's like, we're at 324 to like 424. So what's this whole big minute, right?
Once again, I want to give another
This is just me saying thank you.
big shout out to Lonely Goomba for contributing to this episode. As a really small channel, it was actually very, very gracious of him to even contribute to this.
So this whole part of it was just me gushing about how much I love Lonely Goomba and how much I appreciate him jumping the video. Literally, that's just me talking the whole time. Oh yeah, then he released another video because he was talking about how dead his channel was and whatever. Let's see. We jump ahead a tiny bit more. Let's see what we got.
We'll have another great creator in an upcoming video.
We'll have another great creator. So, my idea was I was going to interview multiple creators. This is also when I had my original Twitter account that had about 10,000 followers. So I was actually going to try to interview Peter Knetter. This guy. Because we were actually mutuals at the time. And also, I was planning on doing Connor the Waffle. Because we're also mutuals on Twitter too. The thing is, after I lost my account so many times, I kept losing contact with these people, and I just kind of gave up on this quote-unquote series of videos. And then I just have credits, the TV I made, the TV my friend Firepal made, and the ending is just literally just music and all these, that's it. That's it. It's just really long, really long, and oh my god, VJ making this. Yeah, I was trying to do an artist of the week because at the time I was getting a lot of art. But yeah, that's pretty much the video.